And you're watching Sporting Icons.
So Robert Helenius, he's looking at Anthony Joshua. He wants to be fighting Anthony Joshua, and he believes that if he fights Anthony Joshua, Finland will have a new unified heavyweight world champion. In other words, he'll beat Anthony Joshua, and he goes on and talks about how he's already been sparring with Anthony Joshua, so he knows him quite well, and he knows how to beat Anthony Joshua, and that's great. And that's how a heavyweight should feel, right? He shouldn't be going in there thinking, I ain't going to win. Of course, we could probably look at the fact that Anthony Joshua is going to give him one hell of a payday. Now, how realistic is this fight? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Strange things happen, and who knows, one punch can change everything. Heavyweight boxing. Robert Helenius wasn't supposed to defeat Adam Kalinacki last time out, but he did. Okay, one punch changed everything. Heavyweight boxing. Andy Ruiz Jr. was not supposed to beat Anthony Joshua, but he did. One punch changes everything. Heavyweight boxing. Now, is it realistic? Well, Robert Helenius, for some reason, is a WBA gold champion. So I'm not quite sure how he replaced Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce was a gold champion. Personally, I don't see the point of the gold champion. There's too many damn champions for WBA. Quite clearly, they all want their sanction fees. But with Robert Helenius, is it realistic that he could possibly defeat Anthony Joshua? As I said, if he lands one punch, you never know. Now, Robert Helenius, once upon a time, he was tipped to be the replacement for Vladimir Klitschko. That's how good people rated him at one point. Unfortunately, he come up against Johan Duapau. It's supposed to have been a walkthrough fight. Maybe he got overly confident. He was handling himself quite well in that one. Again, got hit. He went down. One punch changes everything, okay? So he kind of got derailed. A bit later down the line, he fought Dillian Whyte. Got well and truly outboxed against Dillian Whyte. Again, this is a Dillian Whyte who's still learning. In fact, he's still learning now. So he's even still learning back then as well, but he got outboxed by Dillian Whyte. That shows you how good a victory it was for Dillian Whyte. But again, recently, Robert Helenius, he did lose to Gerald Washington, and then he went in with Adam Kalinacki. Adam Kalinacki, who'd already defeated Gerald Washington, and he got clipped. Robert Helenius wins. So now he's ranked quite high. So it goes to show that with all heavyweights, you can take a loss here and there, you take the right fight, you win that fight, and you're right back in the mix. And that's exactly where Robert Helenius is. But of course, there are other obstacles for Anthony Joshua between now and whenever that may happen, because with the WBA, obviously you've got Joshua as a super champion, you've got the regular champion, Manuel Cha. Why is he the champion? I've got absolutely no idea. You've got the interim world champion in Trevor Bryan. Again, he hasn't had a fight in, a good couple of years now. And now you've got Robert Helenius. So who knows who's going to be the mandatory when the WBA gets that called? Because the last mandatory, of course, was Povetkin. So it won't be long before it's back round again. But in the meantime, Joshua, he's got his next IBF mandatory in Kubrat Pulev. He's also got the WBA weight, the WBO weight in there as well. Currently, Alexander Usyk. Potentially Chisora, if Chisora beats Usyk. Then, of course, you've also got the undisputed fight with Tyson Fury. And then it might come around if Robert Helenius is still there. But Robert Helenius is actually better than what people give him credit for. He just ain't great around the whiskers. So he gets clipped hard enough in the right place, he goes. Okay? And you would fully expect Anthony Joshua to dismantle him. Of course he would, but heavyweight, you never know. So that's Robert Helenius. Now, I'll put the article to this in the description box for you, so you can go read it for yourself, go read his entire quote. His team members are piping up with things as well. Of course, they're going to be trying to hype it all up, but for me, I think when people look at it as a fan who doesn't look in depth at who Robert Helenius is, they probably look at Robert Helenius and probably put him on around about the same kind of level as Charles Martin, even though Charles Martin is actually quite good, believe it or not. But against Anthony Joshua, got dismantled. So that's heavyweight boxing for you. And Robert Helenius is looking to have a world title fight with Anthony Joshua. And he believes that even though he likes Joshua, he can beat him. And Finland will have a new world champion. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.